I'm very excited about this one as Ortus continues our mission of executive knowledge sharing. And so thanks for joining us. So just tell me a bit about how you got into that role.
When you talk to marketing people, there's always a story. You know how when you go to an auction and you'll see a box of junk and there's something really shiny on the top, but you really don't know what's in the box? Well, I had a small startup in Boston with two partners, and the CEO of UIB wanted our technology, the stuff on the top. But what he ended up getting was me. So I was the stuff somewhere buried in the bottom of the box. So 7 years, I guess he decided to keep what was in the box, but that's how he discovered us, was through our technology.
I mean, it's something that a lot of marketers are finding, that especially in this B2B world, it becomes very easy to compare products and services. So how do you ensure brands, particularly UIB, is at the top of people's minds in this competitive landscape?
We are a small company. It's probably accurate to say that we're not going to outspend someone. So the way we enable ourselves to be found is to be in those places where people are looking for our solution. And of course, doing things like this, trying to get the word out so that people know that we exist. Social media has been very good to us. We're very fortunate in that we have a compelling technology. When you're helping people to reduce costs, increase revenues, when we talk about ourselves, people may discount that a bit, but when our customers talk about how they've used our technology and how it's changed their business, and in many cases their business models, that tends to get people's attention. That resonates much more deeply.
Now there's just so many things you need to stay on top of. I mean, do you find yourself sometimes overwhelmed with things being chucked at you and different platforms to stay on top of?
Yes and no. It's accurate to say we do not maintain an active presence on TikTok, but we do look at all of the channels to try and be aware. And we're always asking ourselves, the people who make the decisions, the people who recommend our products, where are they?
Consumer relationships are constantly changing. So how can a company forge strong relationships?
Well, I'll admit to my own bias. We are an AI company. So we see the solution as being that perfect mix of both human intelligence and artificial intelligence. Because the idea is to engage customers at scale, the ability to answer the common questions instantly and consistently across all of your channels. Artificial intelligence does that very well.
What's great, I had a look around the website. I've had a strong code. You almost eat your own dog food. And what I mean by that is,
in a very extreme sense, yes.
I've never seen, a chat box like that so prominent. I was really impressed with how that worked, and it's given me inspiration. And so we're now speaking July 2020. So, it's been a very interesting 4 months. How has UIB become innovative in their marketing?
I would say it a little differently. We have never had more options. We have never had more choices. We would go to all the major trade shows and all the big events, and now they are all finding virtual equivalents. And as a smaller company, we had an issue with scale, quite honestly. We couldn't be everywhere, just due to logistics and, of course, budget. Now that so many of these events have become virtual, more of our people are able to participate in more events than ever before. So in an odd way, it has flipped, and it's actually been much more positive for us marketing-wise. Companies and even specific executives have become more approachable. A lot of people have asked me, well, is this the death of in-person events? Absolutely not. I think it has made us appreciate them that much more. All of us are still going to keep virtual events as maybe a slightly larger part of our marketing mix, because we've seen the impact. We've seen the cost effectiveness and the ability to reach some people who maybe just weren't that reachable before.
I saw that you were named Gartner Cool Vendor. What makes you so cool?
When Gartner initiates coverage, when they say your technology is cool, as they define it, companies look at it, and it's really the after effects other companies start to look at it. It's almost as if Gartner has now standardized us and given that, good housekeeping seal of approval that, these guys are good, they're credible, their technology works. It gets us into a room that maybe would have been a little bit difficult to get into previously.
Great. Ken, thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.